Good morning, all of you. So, first of all, I am welcoming you all in class 7th science and students. I hope everyone is fine. So, students, now we are going to start again our class 7th science classes. So, as you know, before going in the summer holidays, we have completed chapter 1 and chapter 2, that is nutrition in animals and nutrition in plants. So, I hope students you all have understood chapter 1 and 2. So, now we are going to start with chapter 3, that is fiber to fabric. So, students, first we will go through the textbook, then I will explain you. So, students, you have to be listen carefully. In class 6th, you have learned about some fibers obtained from plants. You also learned that wool and silk fiber are obtained from animals. Wool is obtained from the fleece, fleece means hair of the sheep or yak, and silk fiber come from cocoon of silk moth. Do you know which part of the sheep's body yield fibers? Are you aware how these fibers are converted into the woolen yarn that we buy from the market to knit sweater? Do you have any idea how silk fibers are made into silk which is woven into sarees? So, in this chapter we shall try to find answer to these questions. So, students, first I want to clear you that what is fiber. We know that fibers are long, strong and flexible thread like structure that are used to make fabrics. Fabric means clothing materials. That's why the chapter name is fiber to fabric, because fiber is converted into fabric that is used in making of clothing material. And you have studied about the natural fiber, that is cotton and wool. So, natural fibers are obtained from the plants and animal. For example, cotton and jute are obtained from plants, whereas wool and silk fiber are obtained from animals. And some other fiber, that is nylon, that is known as synthetic fiber, or we can say human made fiber, because they are making by the use of chemicals. So, these are the synthetic fibers like rayon and we can say terylene. So, these are the synthetic fiber which are made by different chemical. So, in the previous class we have read how cotton fiber are obtained from cotton plants. So, in this chapter we will study how fibers are obtained from animals. So, our first topic is animal fiber. Animal fiber means wool and silk, and wool and silk are animal fiber. They are made up of proteins, and wool is obtained from fur or hair of sheep, and some example like Kashmiri goat, Angora goat, rabbit, yak, camel like llama and alpaca. So, the body of these animal is covered by a thick coat of hair that is called fleece, and silk is obtained from the cocoon of silkworm. So, we will start with the wool. Wool comes from sheep, goat, yak and some other animals, and these wool yielding animals bear hair on their body. Do you know why these animals have a thick coat of hair? Because hair trap a lot of air, and air is a poor conductor of heat. So, as you would learn in the chapter 4, so hair keep these animals warm, and wool is derived from these hairy fibers. So, students, we can say that this type of fiber can trap the lot of air, and air is a poor conductor of heat. So, they help the animal's body to keep warm. That is why wool is worn in a winter season, because they help to keep the body warm. So, we know that wool is a high tensile strength and has a high elasticity also, and it can absorb large amount of water, and it is light in weight, so can be easily dyed also, and it is considerably resilient. So, on account of these properties, the fabric made from wool have ability to retain shape better than the fabric made from other natural material. And students, one activity is also here given, that is activity 3.1. Feel the hair on your body and arms and those on your head. Do you find any difference? Which one seam occurs and which one is soft? Like us, hairy skin of the sheep has two type of fiber that form it fleece. The curls beard hair and the fine soft under hair close to the skin. So, the fine hair provide the fiber for making wool, and some breed of sheep possess only fine under hair. So, their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft under hair. So, this process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offspring such as soft under hair in a sheep is termed as selective breeding. Now, animals that yield wool. Several breed of sheep are found in different part of our country, that is given in table 3.1 that we will study. However, the fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool, though wool commonly available in the market. Sheep wool, that is given in figure 3.1. You can see in the figure 3.1 sheep with a thick growth of hair. Yak, that is given in figure 3.2 as you can see on your screen. Wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Mohair is obtained from Angora goat, that is given in 3.3 figure, and it is found in, we can say, in hilly region such as Jammu and Kashmir. Wool is also obtained from goat hair, that is given in a 3.4 figure. The underfur of Kashmiri goat is soft, so it is woven into fine shawl called Pashmina shawls. That's why the Kashmiri shawl, that is known as Pashmina shawls, are very popular also. And the fur and hair on the body of camels, that is given in a 3.5 figure, is also used as wool. Then llama and alpaca found in South America also yield wool. So, these type of animal are able to give different kind of wool. One another activity is also given, that is activity 3.2. Collect the pictures of animals whose hair is used as a wool. Stick them in your scrapbook. If you are unable to get pictures, try and draw them from the ones given in this book, and find out the words for the sheep, goat, camel and yak in your local language and also in other languages of our country. So, students, you have to try to complete this activity in your notebook. Okay. Then another activity is also given, that is 3.3. Procure outline map of India and the world. Find out and mark the places on the map where you find animals that provide wool, and use different colors to denote the location for the different wool yielding animals. This activity also, students, you have to do by yourself. First you have to try, then I will explain. So, students, now we will study about the next topic, that is rearing and breeding of the sheep. So, first I want to clear you what is the meaning of rearing and breeding of the sheep. Rearing of sheep means to look after the sheep by providing them food, shelter and health care. So, this is the meaning of rearing. So, now we will start from fibers to wool. How can be fiber is converted into wool. So, what is the meaning? For this we have to rearing the sheep, and what is the meaning of rearing? Rearing of sheep means to look after the sheep by providing them food, shelter and health care. So, in India, sheep are mainly reared in the hilly regions of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim and plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. So, the person who looks after the sheep is called shepherd. As you know, sheep are herbivores and eat mainly grass and leaves. So, shepherd take the herd of sheep to open grassland for grazing. So, we can say that you can see shepherd taking their herd of sheep for grazing, and sheep are herbivores and prefer grass and leaves. So, apart from grazing, sheep rears also feed them on a mixture of pulses, corn, jawar, oil cake material that is left after taking out oil from the seeds, and the minerals. In winter, sheep are kept indoor and fed on leaves, grains and dry fodder. So, sheep are reared in many parts of our country for wool. In table 3.1, give the names of some breed of sheep reared in our country for producing the wool. So, the quality and the texture of the fiber obtained from them is also indicated in the table. So, students, you have to learn this table also. So, in this table we can see that name of the breed is Lohi, then quality of the wool, good quality wool, and state where found Rajasthan and Punjab. So, students, this table also you have to learn. Certain breed of sheep have a thick coat of hair on their body which yield good quality wool in large quantities. As mentioned earlier, these sheep are selectively bred. So, with one parent being a sheep of good breed, once the reared sheep have developed a thick growth of hair and hair is shaved off for getting wool. So, this is the way how sheep is rearing for we can say rearing for getting the wool, and how the fiber is convert into the wool. Now, we will study about the processing fibers into the wool. So, students, in our next video we will continue this topic. In this video we will cover this much only. So, thank you and have a nice day.